Alright, welcome back to another episode of Deep Within the Man Cave. Hope everyone had a good weekend and is off to a good start on the week. So tonight I'm going to talk a bit about, I guess how you would say what you feed yourself in multiple ways and how it affects you. So, everybody remembers back in the day, like what you feed your body, you can get out of, supposed to eat multiple vegetables a day, follow the guideline, from wherever you are to maximize the best, energy and stuff from your body. Well, the same goes for what you feed your mind. And what and how you feed your mind, and like actually the combination of both. So what I mean by feeding your mind is, if what you feed your mind is negative, like your subconscious will recognize that as truth, and you do everything that your subconscious that you tell your subconscious. So if, and it's negative or positive, so there's a quote, and I believe it's from Henry Ford, that says, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And that, just saying there, is if you think you can do something, you're right, you can. It might take you a bunch of tries or whatever to do it. But if you think you can't do something, that's also right. Because you're telling yourself via your subconscious that you can't do it. So right now there's a lot of negativity in the news. There's a lot of, just look around. It's pretty bleak. People are losing their jobs because of COVID and all that stuff, and it's getting really tough for a lot of people. Myself included, have felt the effects of COVID and stuff like that. And it's a real confusing time, and you don't know what's going to happen next. Now, if you continuously feed, if you sit on your phone or your devices or your computer and you look at, say, Facebook, and you have people that you follow posting stuff like, oh, this and this, this many people died this today, and all that stuff, and that's all you see. You constantly see that. You're feeding more sadness and negativity into your subconscious, into your mind, and then that's the kind of thing that you that's the stuff that you recognize first. You also need to recognize, like, who's feeding this stuff. Sometimes you gotta let people go. Sometimes you need to, like they say, toxic people or negative people, you have to step away. Doesn't mean you don't care or anything like that. You can still care about whoever you want to, but sometimes you have to not, have them in your life as much or at all, just because of the negativity, and that feeds you and feeds you. So like if you have someone that's always complaining about something, and then you're also watching the news and it's all depressing and stuff like that, and then you're like you're seeing all the like sad stuff about everything else, like that's um it's mostly negative, and that's what you see, and that's what you're feeding your mind, whether you're thinking about it or not. And then that's how you're going to like that's how you're going to you're feeding yourself sadness and negativity, and stuff like that, and doom and gloom from the things that are around you. So if you, I mean, I haven't watched the news in a long time. Not saying that the news is all negative, but I mean that's kind of their job as newscasters, is to give you the information of the negative things. That's why you don't see on the news very often. You do see it sometimes, but you don't see it very often of, you know, people doing just great things out of because it does, you know, out of the kindness of their heart or whatever. I mean, it definitely does happen. You have to look for it, and there needs to be more of it. But the news's job is to report on the things that are happening in the world. And right now, with everything going on, it's pretty bleak. So I've stopped watching the news or having it on in the background. I don't read or pay attention to any of that stuff on Facebook or anything like that. If I need to know something, I'll look it up myself. And so that's the same thing. So if you're feeding yourself negativity with the things that you see all the time, yeah, you're going to be negative. You're going to see things in a negative light. And that's why it's most important to feed your subconscious with positive things and positive things. You know, be around positive people. Be around, you know, happy people. Seek it out. Sometimes you have to seek it out. And sometimes the best thing you can do is, for yourself to have a positive effect, is to shut off the TV, shut off the computer, and like I said, shut off other people. And then even just doing that alone can be a positive. So, and then yeah, you need to seek out the positive stuff. Like, go for a walk. I mean, it's freezing out now, but hey, the birds were chirping down by the lake today. Didn't see a coyote again, but we did see one last week, and we got fairly close to it before it ran away. It was pretty cool, you know, something that I haven't seen that close in a very, very, very long time. So, you know, yeah, it might be cold, it might be, you know, freezing outside. My face might fall off every time I walk the dog because it's so damn cold out. But I'm outside, I'm with my best friend, he's enjoying himself. You know, the birds are chirping, the sun is still out, you know, I'm still able to go outside, just dress for it. And it's just, like, that's the things I choose to look at. Happy stuff, you know, and then that way, the more positive you put in your mind, the less room there is for the negative. Now, it goes the same way with what you put in your body for fuel. Now, everybody knows, we all grew up with the 5 basic food groups and all that stuff, and I'm not going to get into that detail this time. But you know, if you're gonna eat cheeseburgers and gallons of pop and all that stuff, it's not gonna, it feeds you energy. That's like short-term energy, but it actually makes because that it's not good for you and stuff. And sure, it tastes good, and it's okay to do it once in a while. But if you're doing it all the time and you're not getting up and moving and stuff like that, that stuff is basically just designed to, make you feel like crap. And then when you feel like crap because you don't have the energy to do anything, and then you tend to sit on your butt and not do anything, and it's just a cycle. The healthier food you can feed yourself, like the better. It's amazing. Like, so I'll take Christmas break, right? Of course, everyone's gonna eat way too much food, and a lot of it's gonna be crap and cookies and stuff like that. But think about how you felt like the week after. If you indulged a lot, think about the way you felt the week after all the stuff was done. You're tired, you want to rest, you want to eat. Well, that's basically because you don't have any energy, because the stuff that you fed your body, like usually around Christmas and like Thanksgiving and Easter and stuff like that, you're consuming more than you would most other times, right? So that's a prime example of how recognize how you feel the week after and stuff like that, and how it can bog you down and stuff like that. And if you're already have like a sort of a bleak outlook of how things are in an unhealthy way, just in your subconscious, of the things that you watch on TV and all that stuff, that also is going to go down. Oh yeah, I can have 2 more pops today. It's not, I'll work it off tomorrow or whatever. And it's bullshit that you're not even going to do it. You're probably going to have 4 more pops next time. So it is very important to what you feed your body to get yourself up and motivated and going via food wise, and what you choose to look at. And it is very connected, your subconscious and the things that you eat and stuff like that. And if you don't believe me, try it. I'll challenge anybody. Eat, put away the sodas, don't drink pop, beers, whatever, for a week. Eat, healthy, look up what's good for you, portion wise and stuff like that. Okay, like, if you're Googling something, look it up, and you might have to look at 3 or 4 different things, but you can come to a fairly reasonable conclusion of a medium of what all 3 things are telling you, and try it. And yeah, the first day you're going to be starving, but the second day and the third day and the fourth day and the fifth day, you start feeling a lot great. Don't eat just 3 meals. Portion control, 6 meals a day, but feed yourself good stuff, and you'll be surprised at how much more energy you have, how much better you feel. And when you feel better, you think better, your mind starts thinking better, and they're like, yes, yeah, you can do this, you can do all that. Like, hey, I just ate healthy for a week and look how great I feel, I can go after that. And that's how it's sort of connected. So the more you feed yourself, mind and body, good stuff and positive things, the more you're going to get out of it. And yeah, try some food, different stuff that you didn't like or that you didn't know. Try it, mess around, play with it. It's only food, it's not going to hurt you. And who knows, maybe, like, I love cooking now. I have for a while. I was the COVID chef of my house when we were all together. It just worked that way, timing wise, and I went to town. I loved it, man. My barbecue and my smoker, I've never gotten such a good workout. And I've just continued it, even for myself. I love to cook, but I also love McDonald's and Taco Bell and stuff like that, but I don't do that very often. Just because, yeah, sure, it tastes great for about an hour or less, and then the negative effects of it happen. And I mean, it's not going to happen every time, but if that's all you feed yourself, yeah, you're going to feel like a blob, because pretty much that's what that kind of stuff is. But you're also allowed to treat yourself. So, feed yourself good food, use that energy, seek out positive things, go explore and go try things, block out the negativity. Sometimes you got to ditch toxic people and things that aren't good for you, and it's hard and it sucks, but you have to take care of yourself. And what you feed yourself is very, very important. And if you want to move forward with your life and stuff like that, you need positivity and reassurance and all that stuff. So feed yourself that stuff via what you eat, and what you intake in your life, and stay very positive as much as you can, because you will do whatever you tell yourself subconsciously. So the more negative you think, you're going to have a negative outcome. The more positive and self-worth and self-confidence and all that stuff you tell yourself, the more you're going to progress. And don't get discouraged if you're not moving forward fast enough with anything. You should stop and look at, hey, I am moving fast. I am moving forward. You're not going backwards, because you just want to move forward. So that's what I'm going to say about this. I'm doing a little bit more research on the food stuff, and I'm going to bring it back in a few weeks, talk a bit more about it. And yeah, I'm still working on my book. I'm still working on this course thing I want to do with this page, hoping just to spread the word. So please, if you have any questions or comments, shoot them down on the video. Share with people that you think might need some help getting unstuck, because it happens to everybody. And yeah, if you don't want to comment on the YouTube channel, you can send an email at deepwithinthemancave@gmail.com, and I can get back to you there. And yeah, thanks for watching, and hope everyone has a great day.